Chapter 1 of Venus Boy. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Recording by Phil Chenevert. Venus Boy by Lee Sutton. A Hero of Venus. And Chapter 1, The First Two Secrets. A Hero of Venus. If you ever make a trip to the green planet of Venus, the first thing you'll see will be the 50-foot-high statue of Venus's greatest hero. It stands on the very top of towering New Plymouth Rock at the edge of the old colony of New Plymouth. Even from the rocket cradle, anyone can tell that the statue is of a 12-year-old boy smiling up at the Venusian jewel bear perched on his shoulder. Cut into the huge rock below the statue are the words, Virgil Dare, Johnny Watson, and the Marva, Baba, may their friendship endure. Virgil Dare Watson, called Johnny by his friends, was the first human being born on Venus. He was named after Virginia Dare, the first pioneer child born in North America, and for a long time he was the only child on all Venus. And that would have been a lonely thing to be if it had not been for Baba. Baba the bear was not only Johnny's pet, but his best friend too, and the only one who knew about his 3 secrets. Because of these secrets, Johnny got himself, his jewel bear Baba, and the whole colony of New Plymouth into desperate trouble, and because of these secrets he also became a hero worthy of a statue, Venus's greatest hero. Chapter 1. The First Two Secrets. It was Rocket Day on Venus, the day the yearly rocket from Earth arrived, and it was like Christmas, 4th of July, and your birthday all rolled into one. In the windowless one-room New Plymouth school, Johnny Watson, a stocky 12-year-old, sat toward the back of the room, a big Venus geography propped up in front of him. Johnny was supposed to be studying. Every time Mrs. Hadley, the teacher, glanced his way, a page of the book slowly turned. The teacher was much too busy with the half-dozen squirming, excited first-graders to notice that a small black paw fastened to a furry blue arm was really turning the pages. On Johnny's lap sat Baba, a perky-faced little blue bear with stand-up ears and bright blue eyes. To fool the teacher, the little bear, his eyes twinkling, flipped the pages one by one. "We gotta do something quick, Baba," Johnny whispered to his bouncing jewel bear cub in a tight, worried voice. "It's only 2 hours till school's out." The little bear peered over at the clock on the wall. He lay a tiny black paw on his blue button nose and cocked his head as if he were trying to tell the time. When school was out, everyone would go to the rocket field. Johnny knew that above all, he and his bouncing bear must not be there. Why Johnny and Baba dared not go was one of Johnny's 3 secrets. There was only one thing to do, Johnny thought. He would have to behave so badly that as punishment he would be forbidden to go. "Nudge me when Mrs. Hadley turns around," Johnny whispered. "We're going to get out of here." The little bear shoved his furry blue snout around the geography and peered from behind it. His bright eyes followed every move the teacher made. The instant Mrs. Hadley turned to write on the blackboard, Baba gave the boy a kick. Johnny slipped down onto his hands and knees in the aisle, and Baba hopped onto his back. Rapidly and silently, Johnny crawled toward the armor room. Behind him, a little girl kindergartner began to giggle. "Look at Horsey!" she yelled. Johnny heard the teacher call, "Quiet, children!" The little girl giggled louder, but he hadn't been seen. He scurried into the armor room. As Johnny jumped to his feet and grabbed for his suit of rhinosaur hide armor, Baba leaped toward the wall and hooked his claw into the concrete. Then he scurried straight up the wall like a fly and snatched up Johnny's head globe in his...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?